In this podcast episode, former Pentagon official Luis Elizondo delves into the complex and often controversial world of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP in short, commonly known as UFOs. With a background in military intelligence and a leadership role in the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, Elizondo provides a unique perspective on the government's handling of UAP encounters and the implications for national security. Elizondo asserts that the existence of UAPs is no longer a matter of belief, but a confirmed reality. He emphasizes that the U.S. government has encountered real phenomena that cannot be easily explained by conventional technology. These encounters have occurred over controlled U.S. airspace and sensitive military installations, raising significant national security concerns. Elizondo's first-hand experience in investigating these incidents lends credibility to his claims, as he recounts the overwhelming evidence collected through various sensor systems, including radar and gun camera footage. The former official highlights that the term UAP has evolved from UFO to encompass a broader range of phenomena, including those observed underwater and in space. This shift reflects a growing recognition that these encounters are not merely the product of misidentification or hallucination, but represent a genuine challenge to our understanding of technology and physics. Elizondo's insistence on the reality of UAPs challenges the long-standing stigma associated with the topic, urging a more open-minded approach to the evidence. Elizondo emphasizes the national security implications of UAP encounters, particularly concerning the potential interference with nuclear capabilities. He reveals that there have been instances where UAPs have reportedly turned on nuclear facilities in Russia, raising alarms about the potential for hostile actions. The ability of these unidentified objects to operate in sensitive military airspace without detection poses a significant risk, prompting the need for a comprehensive investigation into their origins and intentions. The former Pentagon official argues that the government has historically downplayed the seriousness of UAP encounters, often dismissing them as mere anomalies. However, he contends that the evidence collected over the years indicates a pressing need for transparency and accountability. Elizondo's call for a more proactive approach to understanding UAPs reflects a growing recognition that these phenomena could have far-reaching consequences for national security and global stability. One of the key challenges in addressing UAP encounters is the stigma associated with reporting them. Elizondo explains that many military personnel and pilots have refrained from sharing their experiences due to fear of ridicule or professional repercussions. This culture of silence has hindered the collection of valuable data and insights, leaving many encounters unreported and unexplored. Elizondo's own experiences highlight the risks he faced in speaking out, including threats to his life and career. To combat this stigma, Elizondo advocates for the establishment of a reporting mechanism that encourages individuals to come forward with their experiences without fear of judgment. He believes that creating a safe environment for reporting UAP encounters is essential for gathering comprehensive data and understanding the phenomena. By fostering a culture of openness, the government can better address the challenges posed by UAPs and work towards finding solutions. Elizondo discusses the evolution of terminology surrounding UAPs, noting that the shift from UFO to UAP reflects a more nuanced understanding of the phenomena. The term UFO often conjures images of extraterrestrial spacecraft and has been associated with fringe theories. In contrast, UAP encompasses a broader range of unidentified aerial phenomena, allowing for a more scientific and objective approach to investigation. The transition to UAP also acknowledges that these phenomena may not conform to traditional definitions of flight. Elizondo explains that many UAPs do not exhibit the characteristics typically associated with flying objects, such as wings or control surfaces. This realization has prompted researchers to consider alternative explanations for these encounters, expanding the scope of investigation beyond conventional aviation. Elizondo highlights the role of government secrecy in shaping public perceptions of UAPs. He argues that the government's reluctance to disclose information about UAP encounters has contributed to a culture of skepticism and disbelief. For decades, officials have downplayed the significance of these phenomena, often dismissing them as mere figments of imagination or misidentified objects. The former official emphasizes that this secrecy has not only hindered public understanding, but has also prevented meaningful dialogue within the government itself. Elizondo's resignation from the Pentagon was driven by his frustration with the lack of transparency and the unwillingness of leadership to address the UAP issue at the highest levels. He believes that open discussions about UAPs are essential for fostering trust between the government and the public. Throughout the podcast, Elizondo presents compelling evidence of UAP encounters, including eyewitness testimonies, radar data, and video footage. He recounts specific incidents, such as the USS Princeton incident and the gimbal video, which showcase the extraordinary capabilities of these unidentified objects. The consistency of reports from trained military personnel lends credibility to the claims, challenging the notion that these encounters can be easily dismissed. Elizondo emphasizes that the evidence collected is not merely anecdotal, but is supported by multiple sensor systems operating simultaneously. This convergence of data strengthens the case for the reality of UAPs and underscores the need for further investigation. By presenting this evidence, Elizondo aims to shift the narrative surrounding UAPs from skepticism to serious inquiry. The conversation inevitably touches on the possibility of extraterrestrial life, with Elizondo advocating for an open-minded approach to the question. He cautions against imposing preconceived notions of what extraterrestrial beings might look like, emphasizing that life could exist in forms beyond our current understanding. The vastness of the universe and the diversity of life on Earth suggest that we should remain open to the idea that we are not alone. Elizondo's perspective challenges the traditional Hollywood portrayal of aliens, urging listeners to consider the broader implications of life beyond Earth. He posits that the search for extraterrestrial life should not be limited to specific criteria, but should encompass a wide range of possibilities. This open-mindedness is essential for advancing our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Elizondo discusses the psychological impact of UAP encounters on individuals, particularly those who have experienced them firsthand. He acknowledges that many people report feelings of fear, confusion, and disbelief when confronted with the reality of UAPs. This emotional response can hinder open discussions about the phenomena and contribute to the stigma surrounding reporting. The former official emphasizes the importance of addressing these psychological aspects to foster a more constructive dialogue about UAPs. By acknowledging the emotional toll of these encounters, the government can create a more supportive environment for individuals to share their experiences. Elizondo believes that understanding the human experience of UAP encounters is crucial for advancing the conversation and finding solutions. Looking ahead, Elizondo expresses optimism about the future of UAP investigations. He notes that recent developments, including the establishment of the All-domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, signal a growing recognition of the importance of addressing UAPs. This new office aims to centralize efforts to investigate UAP encounters and promote transparency within the government. Elizondo believes that increased funding and resources for UAP investigations will lead to a deeper understanding of the phenomena. He encourages collaboration between government agencies, scientists, and the public to gather data and insights. By fostering a culture of inquiry and openness, Elizondo hopes to pave the way for meaningful advancements in our understanding of UAPs and their implications for humanity. Elizondo highlights the need for whistleblower protections to encourage individuals to come forward with information about UAP encounters. He acknowledges that many people fear retaliation for speaking out, which has contributed to the culture of silence surrounding the topic. By establishing legal protections for whistleblowers, the government can create a safer environment for individuals to share their experiences and insights. The former official emphasizes that protecting whistleblowers is essential for gathering comprehensive data on UAP encounters. He believes that individuals with first-hand knowledge of UAP incidents should feel empowered to share their experiences without fear of repercussions. By fostering a culture of transparency, the government can better address the challenges posed by UAPs and work towards finding solutions.